Hey guys, my name is Miss Brianna and welcome to a special Friday edition of KidVenture Ketch-up with Miss Renee. Take it away, Miss Renee.
Hi friends, it's Miss Renee. I'm so excited that I get to tell you the Bible story again this week. I miss seeing you on Sunday mornings, but I'm so glad we have a chance for me to still remind you of all the things we've been learning about this year when you come to see me on Sunday mornings. Remember, we learn all of our stories from the Bible, and everything we know about the Bible is whatever we read in the Bible. It's capital T. It is true. Everything is true. Remember that, friends? There's so many things in the Bible that we have learned. And the very cool thing, this amazing cube we have, helps us remember everything that the Bible talks about from the beginning to the end. Remember, we've talked about the beginning to the end and what the Bible tells us. Remember, the first thing we learned in the Bible is that God created everything and it was beautiful. And the people loved God and things were so good, but dun, dun, dun. The people disobeyed God and they made a choice that was very sad, and it distanced them from God, and it made God's heart sad and it made their heart sad. But the good news is God didn't stop loving them. Absolutely not. Instead, God chose a special people, and he had a special plan for those special people. And we're so blessed that we get to be a part of that plan. Remember what that plan was? You're right. God's plan was that he sent Jesus to help us. God had a great plan for how he was going to help us be reconnected with him. Now, when Jesus was on earth, he did something pretty amazing. Remember? Jesus began the church. That's what we're doing now. It's a little different than it usually looks like on Sunday morning, but when we're learning about him and we're talking about him and we're learning about what his Bible says, those are things we do at church, and Jesus began the church. Now when we talk about Jesus, we know that Jesus is in heaven and he's preparing a place for us. That's so amazing to know that Jesus is preparing a place for us even right now. Today, our Bible story is about a time when God sent Jesus to help us, when Jesus was on the earth. Remember, when we learn about that in the New Testament, when Jesus was walking on the earth, and we learned so many things about what Jesus did when he was walking on the earth. We learned about his 12 special friends, the disciples. We learned about Zacchaeus, who was up in the tree, and Jesus said, "Come down, for I'm going to your house today." We learned about the man that the friends lowered him through the roof and Jesus healed him and he was able to walk. Jesus did so many amazing things when he was on the earth. Well, today in our Bible story, we're going to learn about a time when Jesus had a special meal with his 12 friends. You remember what I said those friends were called? That's right. They were called the disciples. Jesus loved the disciples so much, and he knew there was going to be a time that he was going to be away from them, and he wanted to do something special that they would remember him by. So he sent 2 of his disciples ahead of him, and he said, "Could you please go and find a place? You're going to find a man who's going to help you and find a place for us to have a special meal for our friends." The 2 disciples went ahead, they found a place, and Jesus got there. And when Jesus was there with all of his disciples, they were all enjoying each other's company. It's fun to have dinner with friends. Can you imagine if you got to have dinner with Jesus? While Jesus was talking to them, though, he wanted to do something that would help them remember him, even if he wasn't there. So he did something. He stopped them all from talking. He got their attention. He grabbed the bread, and he showed them that this was special bread, but he said he was going to be the bread of life. And he said when they eat the bread, he wanted them to remember him. And then he grabbed his cup and he drank his cup. And he said when he drank the cup, when they drank the cup of this special meal, he wanted them to remember him again. Jesus did special things to help the disciples remember him, even when he wasn't going to be with them. It's so great that Jesus has given us so many ways to remember him. Our biggest way for us is the Bible and the Bible stories we learn. So here's what I want you to do. Keep learning more Bible stories so that you can remember everything Jesus wants you to remember about him. Remember that he loves you and he wants to be your friend. And that's such a blessing. I hope you guys are having a great day. I miss you so much and can't wait till we get to see each other and I can give you a big hug. Have a great day, and don't forget, kiss your brain, because you're so smart.
Well, that's it for today's edition of KidVenture Ketch-up. We'll see you again on Monday. Bye.